Hi, I'm Brian Hamilton, Associate Head Football Coach at Shasta College, Redding, California, and Offensive Coordinator. Do you want to trade in your playbook, 50, 100, 200 pages of memorization for something as simple as a play ban that will allow you more snaps, great execution, without the hassle of memorizing, your players having to know everything in this book, but yet execute everything in this book at 100%, then you need the AFM Easy Call Wristband Playmaking System. The reason I'm so excited about this play calling system is that I've been using it since 2008. And since then, the records that we've set on offense, the ease at which we've installed complex schemes, the retention of my players, it's just been increased dramatically with a simple use of this system. By using a software system and a simple wristband worn by each one of your players, you can have this same success as well. I want to go over with you a few reasons why this play calling system is different from other systems and why it'll be beneficial to your team. One of the first things I think that we need to explain and I need to convey to you is that this system can be used by any offense. It doesn't have to be just spread or up tempo or no huddle. Certainly can be used with those in a dramatic way, but it can be used by wing T, pro I, if you want to huddle, if you want to go slow, fast. It's applicable to any offense that is being run today. And I've used it in several offenses, in no huddle situations, and in where we did huddle up, where we're running spread, we're running I-backs, and I've used it with great success, and I know you will too. The second thing that I think is important, and it just is incredible with the ease that this system uses, is to eliminate the assignment errors. If I was able to as a coach, or you were able to as a coach, stand behind each one of your players pre-snap and tell them exactly what they're to do on that play, they would have no reservations, no hesitation. They'd be playing without any thinking and just instinct and full blast all the time with great confidence. Obviously, as a coach, we don't have the ability to do that. But with this system, specifically to each player, you're going to be able to technically stand behind them via your wristband and let them know what their assignment is on each play. And I can't tell you what that's done for the confidence of our players when we've used this system. And I think you'll see the same thing. It's incredible. The second thing is complex schemes. Complex schemes take a while to put in. And I know myself as a coach, I'm always worried that, if I put something in that's too complex or if I add too much to the playbook, that we're going to get mistakes in other plays or we're going to water things down or the teaching time is going to be too much. Well, with this system, you can advance your playbook, you can expand your playbook, and at the same time not really have to have your players learn a whole lot more. And the reason being is because, for example, if you put in a new pass concept, as long as your players know your pass tree, know what you call your pass plays, and that's been told to them on the wristband, you can add plays and add schemes as much as you want, as long as you stay within that verbiage, because that player is going to look at his wristband and you're just going to tell them exactly what to do on that play. They don't have to learn what everybody else is doing. So it's a great way to put in complex schemes or advance your schemes or to put in extra plays and not have to worry about that your players are going to be bombarded with new things to learn. The next thing is eliminate long, confusing play calls. What I used to do is obviously in the play calling system is call each person's assignment, basically the protection, the routes, the formation, the motions, and that had to all be comprised in one sentence, and then either signal that in or run it in with a runner, and that got confusing. And the more stuff I wanted to do, the longer my verbiage became, and it caused me to have to eliminate some things I wanted to do. With this system, we've taken all of that verbiage, all of those words, and reduced it down to simply 2 words. Basically, 1 word, actually, a color, and then a number, and we'll explain that later. But your verbiage and all of the things you have to say in a play call reduced down to 1 color, 1 number is incredible, and it's one of the great advantages of this system. The next thing I want to hit on is that the fact that this offensive play calling system, the Easy Call Play Band system, can be used in no huddle situations as well as huddle situations. It's designed to allow you as a football coach to go as fast as you want to go. The fact that all of your plays are on the wristband and signaling them into the game is easy, and we'll go over that in a few minutes, allows you to make the choice of not huddling at all. and going as fast as you can. The fact that you can simply call a color and a number to get your play in, or signal that via a board or some other sort of fashion, allows you to go as fast as you possibly can. However, if you're a team that'd like to huddle, you certainly can do that. Bring your team into a huddle, calling red 21 or whatever it may be, everybody looking at their bands and breaking the huddle is perfectly fine. And I've done it both ways as a coach effectively. And I like having the ability to not just be a no-huddle team if we need to huddle or if we want to slow the pace down, but it also allows me to be a no-huddle team when I want to. So, varying the tempo, varying the way we get a play call in is simple with this system. Now, by cutting down the verbiage, by not having a run or take the play in, by not huddling if we don't want to huddle, we as a team have increased our snaps by 30% or more in a game. We've actually gone up close to 40%. And more snaps obviously means more opportunity to score points. I mean, that's what the whole craze with the no huddle is don't let the defense get set, don't let them make substitutions, run your offense as fastly as you can, or as quickly as you can in a fast manner. But what we want to make sure we do is we do that efficiently, and that we're not making mistakes. We're not substituting speed for quality or speed for execution. And the play band system, the easy call play band system, allows you to do that. Allows you to increase your snaps and do it in an efficient manner. Practice reps. If you're not huddling, and some of you I know right now are a no-huddle team, you know that you go fast in practice. If you're not a no-huddle team, you're wondering a way to do it and you get more snaps in practice. This is a great way to do it as well, because eliminating the need to huddle, eliminating great lengthy verbiage to get a play in, allows you more opportunity to get more plays in practice. I know as a head coach in high school last year, in the last 10 years, and now as an offensive coordinator at the college level, practice time is precious, and we want to go at a quick pace. We want to get things done. So by us being able to make a play call that everybody is on the same page and knows exactly what they're doing, by simply calling a color and a number, allows us in a 10-minute period or a 5-minute period to snap the ball twice as fast, and basically as fast as we want to go. So not only are you going to increase what we talked about a minute ago, your game snaps, but you're going to increase your practice snaps as well. More snaps, as we know, usually results in more points. And at the end of the day, the offense's job is to score points. So as an offensive coordinator, when we started using this band system and this play calling system, we increased our scoring average by close to 10 points a game. And that's amazing. But at the end of the year, if you're scoring 100 more points than you would, what's that worth? Why wouldn't you put that in? And that's one of the advantages that we've had, and one of the reasons why I think this is the best thing that I've done in coaching as far as implementation of a scheme or implementation of a product that I've ever used. Also, when the players are used to being able to look at the band and specifically know their assignment, the game plan is installed very quickly. Adjustments are made by coaches in meetings and then installed in the software, produced on the play bands, on the wristbands. And once the player has their band for that week, if you choose to change your game plan or change the band, once the player has that band for the week, for that game, the game plan's in. Obviously, we're going to emphasize things in practice that they need to know, and the players that will be opposing that are threats and things like that. But the game plan is in. We don't have to walk through things. We don't have to talk through things. The game plan is in because they know their assignment. They know specific assignments. That specific assignment is spelled out to them in a specific manner, concise manner on their wristband, and there's no need for wasted time. When we're getting the play in very quickly, and we are eliminating the verbiage, we don't have delay games. I don't think we've had a delay game penalty in 3 years. Matter of fact, we're snapping the ball pretty much when the official's putting it down, because we are a tempo team, a fast-paced team. But even when we decide to huddle, we break the huddle, we get to the line of scrimmage, we run the play. We don't spend that much time in the huddle because the play call is very quick. We don't have to say it twice. We say a color, we say a number, boom, we're out of the huddle. So delay game calls is definitely going to be a thing of the past for you. The other thing also is procedure penalties. We practice, and we'll go over this in more detail when we show the software and how we utilize it. But we deem each color a snap count. So our kids practice all year long with certain colors being certain snap counts. So when I call a play, for example, I say red 1. Red is going to refer not only to a formation and a play, it's going to refer to a snap count. So we practiced all year long having the same snap count identified with the same colors. That eliminates procedure calls. And not only does it eliminate procedure calls, it allows our players to get off the ball with great confidence and quickness, because they're not, trying to remember, or they don't forget the snap count and they're waiting for the guy next to them to go. And so that's a great advantage of this system. Now, one of the greatest challenges we have as offensive coordinators and coaches, especially on the offensive side of the ball, is putting things in and making sure our guys memorize. Maybe especially in pass concepts. Do they have a certain route? How does that route adjust? There's just a myriad of things that can take place on the field that players have to memorize. So we can eliminate that. They don't have to memorize this play. They can actually be told. Reference back to standing behind your player and being able to whisper in their ear and telling them what to do pre-snap every play. As a coach, I would love to do that. I don't think the officials will let us, but I would love to do that. But the risk coach allows us to do that, and so there's no more memorization. Now, there is a slight memorization in knowing, for example, your passing tree. A player would have to know what a 7 route was or an out route or whatever. But once he knows that, he doesn't have to memorize all of the other aspects of the play. He just knows, hey, I've got an out route, I've got a down block, whatever it may be, whatever position we're referring to. But eliminating memorization or memorizing things that don't apply to you, but because it's the entire play has to be memorized, is a great benefit of this system. Now, when you prepare the bands, one of the things that's we're going to show you how to do is obviously install the system in your particular system in the software and in the program. And in doing that, you will automatically create your game script and your call sheets for practice. You'll be able to print those out, hand them to the coaches, list the number of plays, or put a check by the plays that you're going to run that day in practice. And there's no need for having to go do new scripts or new things or write things out. They've got a laminated sheet or a sheet that day in practice that shows them what they're going to be running. Very simple and efficient way to handle your call sheets in practice and in games. One of the things I hear coaches talk about is when they use a traditional wristband system is that they don't have enough room on it, or they can't put enough plays on it, or whatever. Now, with our wristbands, with the AFM wristband system, the Easy Call system, you're going to be able to have room, 3 windows in your wristband, room for over 225 plays. By far enough to run a high school and college offense or college offense. So room or space or being able to put your entire offense in this system is not going to be an issue. You're definitely going to have room in the space to do that. The last thing I want to emphasize about the Easy Call system is that each one of your players will have a band specific to them. They can wear this on their wrist, they can wear a band on their belt, but it's going to be specific to their position. And it's going to tell them where to line up, the snap count, and their individual assignment all in one simple color and number. And I can't tell you how beneficial that is, what kind of confidence that brings to a player and to a coach. So those are some of the key elements and the key aspects of the AFM Easy Call wristband play calling system that I myself have enjoyed as an offensive coordinator and someone who is wanting to be innovative and on the cutting edge, and this is it. I haven't done anything in the past 8 years, that it's any better than this. This has changed our offense, our practice, our game calling, our players' confidence, our scoring average, more than any other thing I've ever done. And of my 20 years plus of being a head coach or a coordinator, this is the most impacting decision I've made, is to install and use and implement the Easy Call play calling system. And I think you'll have the same results.